All right, this is probably going to be a long. I don't know how to make a short out of these, even though it's always like these YouTube shorts. But in order to discuss this, which a lot of you out there probably have guitars, like multiple guitars with, varying pickup outputs and different sounds. And it's like, how do I run my amps and my presets? And that's why some guitars just stick with one guitar. And I was watching Steph on that Kiesel video talking about he only has 7 guitars, and that's the guitars from the Deftones. But ESP has allowed him, he's gone pretty much to 8-string. He has a 9-string Kiesel, but he prefers 8-string guitars now. And here's a guy from the 90s, he's 53, he's older than me, and he's keeping up with all of these new sounds and new trends. But I noticed he simplified the amount of his guitars, so he's not dealing with these problems. And the problem with some of these A strings is to make a guitar this nice with the neck through and poplar and babinga, all these exotic woods and all that, is you got to cut price somewhere. Well, so far it's been a shootout between my Jackson 8-string, which has a better neck feel, binding, fretwork, and the nut is cut better, but the pickup I think is straight out of a 6-string bass, and I think both of these are, and that's how they save money, because you have to roll the tone knob down, or I did have to roll the tone knob down. But what I started to do is running 2 amps out of my processor, and I'm running a completely neutral, clean channel on my processor with no effects. All I'm working with right now is the noise suppressor. So right now I have no sound. What's going on? Oh, something got moved on my... So I'm in my suppressor mode, and now I could turn my... That's pretty silent. I mean, and then I'm using the old Boss here, DS1, for my distortion. I got the distortion cranked, the tone rolled back a little bit, and the level all the way up. Wonder if I brought the level down. Actually, I'm learning things while doing the video. You're watching in real time. So here's my suppressor. If I roll this noise suppressor down without any gate, all right, so can you hear that hum? I think that's a pretty good. I like running. I don't want to cut my level down. I'd rather play with my tone, crank my distortion, crank my level, and play with my tone on my distortion pedal. Then use the preamp to the power block it to the crate. And the crate I have set, even though it's like a modeling amp, I have it set so it's in a neutral position only. It's set for clean, and just like my processor, and I just have my 2 selections set on using the compressor. So that has a compressor on it. Here's without the second amp. Here's with the other one. And of course I can up that. And I couldn't even hit pinch harmonics before because I had to roll my knob down. So here's just the one big, whatever that is, 15-inch or 18-inch bottom John now made for me. That's with 212s and the 15. I think that's a 15. You know, we should really answer that question and just put a freaking... Yeah, it's a 15-inch speaker. I mean, I should know that by looking at it. So, 15 and 212s, interesting mix. Turn this one down a little bit. And I'm running on my levels, my mid, low, and high, the old 7-7-7 thing a guy taught me. I just run them at 7, 7, and 7. And as far as gain, it's like, I don't know with the H strings. If you want that up or down, some people like their gain up. I think rolling the gain down is better. But man, that suppressor really works. Let's try that without it. On stage, that would be a lot of noise. So, like, I'm sitting here just playing all the... I mean, you can go out of your mind. So it's like I have to pick something. I figured neutral some things out. I got both of these gains at the same. They're right at just past... They're at 4 o'clock on both of them. Leave in the comments some tips for me. Tell me about, like, because honestly, this is, I don't care how good of a guitar player you are. This is like, these things will drive anybody nuts. There's a lot that goes into switching guitars. Let's just try the Jackson and see how it sounds. Because that one, the pickups are really bad. Like, the guitar is beautiful. It's made well. It's got a beautiful neck binding, just like, you know, jumbo frets, bound neck, thin neck for an H string, well balanced guitar, sits good. Tuners suck, completely suck. Jackson has to do something about these. At least the Harley Benton's lock. These just blow. I mean, now here's, you hear that noise? So I have to roll. I have to cut the tone on this. Now I'm, where with the bend, I could turn the tone all the way up with my new setup and be fine. This guitar shows you how bad the pickups really are. Definitely heard some of the problem with the you can definitely tell my wires are all good. All my chords are good. I'm playing around with the high and dropping the tone down on the and I'm going back into my, I got something decent here. But I just want to make sure if I go up a bit, noise suppressor, even at 100, is having trouble with that channel. Almost as an in tune sound. Well, I can run my distortion a little lower. It's almost too many options. When you have a processor, pedal, and controls that you can use physically on the amp. And I like Crate, I don't care what anybody says, the power blocks. But crafting a tone just takes time, and you see me messing around, I'm even losing, probably your attention, but I'm trying really hard to show in real time the process. And then you can always throw a little splash of delay in there. If you, well, let me first sync my, oh wow, there's more. Oh Lord. No. Let's exit. And then I could pull some. That'll affect both amps. Or I could kill the delay on this, and I could go here, and I could add tell what these are supposed. Right now it says delay. That's a flanger. Alright, so now there's my delay on the one amp. No delay on this one. So it sounds like going. And I can drop drop the amount down. Probably more useful for like maybe using chorus on just this one. That's the compressor. That's what I had set up. You want to be able to hit a pinch harmonic, you know, you want to have enough tone to be able to hit a pinch harmonic, but not too much that you get that all this added noise in it. That works. That's what it rolled down a little bit. Not like the Jackson all the way down. This is halfway. So all the way up it gets a little. Maybe I might go back to my other preset here. I'll have to EQ things. This is not heavy enough, is it? And then go in again and adjust my settings. I mean, you can see I'm back where I started. This is an endless game. It's almost like you need someone to come help you do this. It's really be nice to have somebody with a great ear who knows rigs to help you set up, but you could see that the noise suppressor, which was the main point of my video, is how that suppressor can help even these cheaper guitars get a better tone. And that's not bad right there. Somewhere in the middle of like doom metal and death metal, but for death metal, I mean, there's grind, there's death. I mean, who knows? I'm just messing around. I'm just trying to find. I'm sure there's many of you watching that know way more than me about tone. Tone is something that I've kind of left up to other people and I'm not diving into enough, and I really have to understand tone more. And through doing these videos, sometimes like I rely on, like, I want people to comment and interact with me and tell me secrets, and you know, but yeah, I'm running a crate combo, a crate power block, a speaker a friend made for me. Really, I mean, that thing weighs like a ton, but it sounds awesome. It's for bass, obviously, but it makes for a great and like art or anything else, it's totally subjective. Tone and sound and all this, and you know, this is long-winded, and I know many people aren't going to make it through this, but what it ultimately comes back around to is it's completely subjective. It depends on the application, what your band plays, what kind of thing you're going to be doing, leads, or that's why you have banks and different selections. Are you going to be doing leads? Are you going to be doing just rhythm, where you want to have a heavier scooped out the old wow, that's horrendous. So I'm going back to my 7 7 7. Well, it's pretty much the tone I've come to. So, I mean, any thoughts, throw them in there. Any comments? I hope you like it. I'm trying my hardest at Pink Metal Guitar. I have a bunch of new knobs that I made that don't interfere with the Strats. I call it the Guitar Baby Knob. And I got it on Kickstarter, and I just made a bunch. I just poured a bunch of polymer knobs that I'm going to cut that are colored. So there's some really exotic colors with metal flake in them and different things. So if you made it to the end, those are kind of a bonus thing. If you're interested in one, let me know and what they look like. It's almost another video in itself, but if you made it this far, I mean, I could show you the baby knob here for guitar. The Guitar Baby Knob. That just does it because this was made, this Beretta was like the Van Halen setup from a long time ago. So he had the same spacing as the Strat body, just like, so with Strats, a lot of people complain that volume knob really gets in their way. So I developed that baby knob for guitar. And the Guitar Baby Knob. I don't know, it sounds weird, so I just call it the Guitar Baby Knob, so there's no confusion. It's like some freaking weird name, but it is a baby knob. It's a small knob, so it works. So anyway, that's where I ended up after all of that, right back where I started. And unfortunately, there is no easy way but to experiment, which I'm going to continue to do today. And I'm going to play and see what I come up with, and make something with me playing later with a beat and see how the tone ended up working. But noise suppression right now is what I'm playing with, and my my notes and my wrist is about fried. So thanks for hanging in on this long format video, and have a great day. See ya.